All right, awesome. Happy Wednesday. Love it. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it. We are going to fly through the beginning slides of our presentation. Every single week, there is something or someone we should be grateful for. Maybe new babies, divorce, new marriage, vacation, new listing, or just share and fill somebody's bucket. All right, go ahead, Gloria.
I just got the keys to my first listing, so.
That is a good one. All right. Am I the runner?
I am so grateful that tomorrow we will be driving to Austin to take my nephew and my daughter to Quantum Leap with Gary Keller.
All right. I got it, Barbara. I'm a good runner. Anybody else? You know, it is hard to get tickets for the one of Gary.
Hello. Sorry, I'm new here. I got my license on Monday, and I am so happy to be here today.
Welcome, welcome. Join us for your first team meeting. We have one more new addition to our team.
Hi, my name is Carly Nichols, and I'm really excited to be here. I've been a realtor for many years, but I'm starting to, I'm coming back to pick it up, and I'm very grateful to be here. I'm also grateful for my twin grandsons that my daughter just had.
That's wonderful. All right. Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? Anybody online? No, moving on. All right, a few classes and events coming up. Nimesh, you want to cover it or you want me to do it? All right. That is true. I forgot about that. All right. We have a few Canva classes. So how to personalize your Canva templates coming up. That's what I said. June 17th. Then we have an AI-powered real estate professional class. I'm assuming that is Greg leading this class. That is coming up on June 18th. And then we also have KWYP. My apologies. It is an Orbit class. So you have a QR code if you would like to register. The instructor is Kyle Thomas. I heard a lot of wonderful things. And also they will have a few appetizers that we'll be serving. And it's at the training room here. All right. You want to tell us more about that?
Short and sweet. All right, guys. So Keller Williams Young Professionals, as you guys all know, we are hosting our first free mixer. It is going to be at Kirby Grove in the Loop, right off of in the Greenway Plaza area. It is a rooftop event. It is a Western theme, so everybody come with your fans and your cowboy girl, cowboy outfits, and we're gonna make it a great event and come and network with some great individuals in the Houston area as well. So yeah, scan the QR code right there, and there are flyers everywhere throughout the office to also scan the QR codes there as well. So thank y'all so much.
Wonderful. I would like to welcome our wonderful lunch sponsor. Is Carlos here? Not yet. All right. New American Funding. Are you guys okay coming up now, or would you prefer later? All right. Well, come on, join us. Give them a round of applause.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Cantu. I'm with New American
We have
Funding.
50 people online, so please the mic.
My name is Dan Cantu. I'm with New American Funding. I am teammates with Dale, Denise, and Catherine. And I brought a special guest with us today, Ty Slater from D.R. Horton. Real quick, with Keller Williams, we get, and when you partner with NAF, with one of your loan officers here at Keller Williams, we get additional closing costs for your clients. So you don't always have to go to DHI. We're still we get about 6% of the sales price up to $20,000 for closing costs. And it's just for the KWLOs. So if you know you're going to get a DR Horton a client, get with Denise or Catherine or Dell. So we can get you in position to get you that additional closing cost for your client. It really comes in handy with your clients that don't have such stellar credit. And we can still get them a really super interest rate because DR Horton gives us the money to buy down the rate. So with that being said, I'm going to introduce Ty Slater from DR Horton.
Thank you. Let's give him a round of applause. And if you don't mind, some people online can see you.
Hello. I just want to first thank y'all for inviting me here today, especially NAF invited me as well. Like he was mentioning, I've been with the company for 12 years with Dearhorn. I've been here all the way from Katy all the way to Lake City. So if you have any buyers from anything from south of Beltway 8 or east of 288, I'm your person. I can actually tell you all the inventory we have because we can cross out any community as well. We do have great incentives. So again, if you guys want to know the in the pocket money, I always cater that to the realtors as well. So if you guys are looking for BTSAs or even up to 7%, we do have promotions. I can always keep you updated as well. So we do, Dearhorn does cater to the realtors because you guys are the focal point that brings us business. So we definitely focus on y'all as well. Another thing is, if you're looking for buyers for a starter home around 247, 990, even down to 233, we have a community for you. We got Angleton, even in Cantera Creek. We have pricing which I passed out, the 45-foot section. You can actually see that we have up to 1,500 square foot for 247,990. You can't beat that. I mean, especially right off of 288. We have nurses all the time coming in eating those plans up. So again, we definitely have the plans for y'all, the pricing for the starter home. But again, if you're looking for something bigger, we have Friendswood opening up, Pearland open up, which is from Friendswood Custom Homes. So again, just call me. I'm glad to help you out. I always let y'all decide what you guys want to do with a lot of the money that we give to the realtors and go from there. So you guys
I
have
have a question. I'm online. Can you
Oh,
hear me?
wow. Yes.
I'm
No.
sorry, I missed the part of how much money are you guys actually offering? I have some clients that are first-time home buyers, and this is appealing, especially in Cantera Creek.
Right. You talking about for the BTSAs or closing costs?
No, closing costs.
Closing costs. I mean, it really ranges. We can offer up to $20,000 depending on how the situation is. So how Dearhorn does it, we offer the pricing really low. So meaning that is for cash buyers or current market rate. So if you need extra additional closing costs, we will increase the price. But again, that gives you the ability to get the closing costs or by help with Dan with closing costs with down payment assistance or so forth. So, but realtors, go ahead.
I'll just get your information. If you can leave it or put it in a chat or something so I can have a sidebar conversation.
Okay, perfect. Yes, perfect. Yes, ma'am. We do actually, a lot of the homes, we do 7%. So every community has like 2 or 3 homes. Yeah, so a lot of the homes have 2 homes. Each community has 7% commission. And then there's a lot of the houses we call in the pocket money, which is money that we decide how we want to distribute. But that's how I want y'all to understand. Like me, I pretty much give that to the realtors so they can play with that money. So they decide what they want to do with it. Any other questions? Cool. What's that? Oh, okay. So people online, if you're looking for, my phone number is 832, I'm not sure if this is recorded, 752-2151. Again, I'm going to get you your information. I'm going to email everyone more information about my contact information and also the committees that we're going to be opening up as well.
Can you repeat that one more time, please?
Yes, ma'am. 832-752-2151. Another thing I want to explain, like I work every day, like my 2 days off are Tuesday, Wednesdays, and I'm here. So again, we all know that you guys work every day and so do I. So if you guys ever need reach me, I'm always available. So cool. All right. Thank y'all.
Officers will take really good care of y'all. Don't forget that you do need to come to your loan officer first before going out to the sales offices. We have to get your client pre-approved before you go out there. Okay. All right.
We're in all 17, we're in 17 Keller Williams offices, New American Funding, and we're running about 20 to 30 referrals a month just from KW. So KW does a lot of business with DR Horton, and that's one of the reasons you guys are getting these extra incentives. Because a lot of times you get stuck with a builder, with a loan officer, and our specialty is to help with those harder loans as well. So, and we do have all 50, we have all of North and all of South. It's 50 subdivisions, roughly. Yes, ma'am. We do those. Yes, ma'am. You can get with Miss Denise. I don't know. I know it's real. You guys are in and out of the offices and don't see each other a lot. But I will tell you, New American Funding, we have so many crazy programs for that buyer that's a little more challenging. So it doesn't hurt to stop off at the office and talk to one of our loan officers, because we have a buffet of things that we do other than your traditional Fannie and Freddie programs, from non-QMs, the international programs, the stated programs, no income verified asset programs. I mean, we just do so many different programs. We can't even remember them by memory. So if you have a challenging client, definitely get with your NAF loan officer here at the office, because they can help you. And you guys have great loan officers. They've been here. They've been loan officers forever, and they really know their stuff. So.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Awesome. Appreciate it. All right. Moving right along. I would like to invite somebody that I highly respect, wonderful lady that's going to share all the secret sauce of her building an extremely profitable business. Please help me welcome Raquel Bell.
You are so amazing, Yana.
All right, Raquel, if you don't mind, just stand over here. We do have over 50 people online, so that way they can, well, you can move it in the table.
Oh God, I have the taste like right here.
So thank you so much for, Normie's gonna move it to our slide. Raquel and I have been working on having her come here for like
Months.
3 months. I am not even kidding. I finally called her. I said, lady, what needs to happen in order for you to show up? And that's exactly right. And she was not cheap. No, I'm just kidding. She's she's all about sharing, giving back to our agents, because that's our culture. So I truly appreciate it. One of the things that I want you to know about her is she's a mom, she's a wife, she's a social media influencer that grew her followers to like how many? 26,000?
26 on Instagram and 40,000 on Facebook.
40,000 on
I'm single,
Facebook.
guys, so Facebook loves me.
I got it. But I don't think we can hear you. Is your mic
Goodness,
up?
I thought no, I can hear myself. Okay, that means I have to scream.
No, he's gonna
Okay.
tune you up.
Okay.
And so really it's the balance, it's what you've been able to accomplish in such a period of time. So why don't you take it away? And with your permission, I would like to stop you when appropriate and ask
Yeah.
additional questions.
That makes it more fun. But
All
yeah.
right, awesome.
All right. So another thing, oh, I think that's too loud now. Is that good? Not for, oh my God, really? Okay, well, we're gonna roll with it. Another thing is, which is why it was so hard for us to get together, I'm a caregiver to 2 of my parents. That's near and dear to my heart. I'm trying to let my other family members take a lead, but I'm that baby of the family, and so I'm always wanting to take control and just handle it. So that's why it took us a little bit longer. So I say that to say, if I can juggle motherhood, wifehood, and just being that ultimate daughter, anybody can do it. It just takes systems and it takes consistency. All right, so I like it to be interactive. So if y'all can ask questions and all that good stuff, great. So I've already said everything about me. So let's get to the next slide.
Get it back, just because that's important. Prior special needs teacher for 8 years.
Yeah.
2 amazing boys, 15 and 11. Anybody familiar with the challenging age? I'm not just yet, but I'm hearing from every single one of you. Caregiver to her #1 cheerleader, her mom. Full-time agent for 9.5 years. Rookie of the year. And top 1% real estate agent in the greater Houston area. And your mastery coaching
Okay,
client.
I've
So,
3 clients for 8 years now.
okay, wonderful. Perfect. Well, thank you so much again for being here, and let's dive in.
All right. So I think you should always dream big, set goals, and take action. That's my biggest thing. And I typically always plan out my year in advance. I typically start planning what I'm going to do for 2026 in September. And I might tweak it a little bit. I often chat with my my coach and kind of see if there's any things that I should shift. So one big thing that I shifted to this year was more micro events. However, my social media presence is the #1 key. So we'll have another class about my other systems. All right, so my biggest thing to building your brand is knowing who you are. When I sat down and I started building my brand, I wanted it to be truly who Raquel is. I sat down with a marketing person about a year ago, and she was like, Raquel, we need to see you in Lululemon. I was like, girl, you don't know me. I came out of my mother's womb asking for lipstick in my purse. I am not one. It is very odd that you would see me in tennis shoes. I actually got my first pair of tennis shoes after I had boys and they were running around. So anyway, my social media speaks to who I am. I'm a mom and a wife. You guys will always see a lot of mom jokes, husband jokes. I promise you that is who I am. My husband is the funniest thing ever. Also, I want them to know that I am a realtor, so I involve that. I am a Saints fan. I'm sorry, I'm not a Texans fan. I love y'all. And Cowboys, y'all suck. I'm I'm a NOLA native, so I'm from New Orleans. I'm a boss mom and I'm a prayer warrior. I believe in speaking my faith on my platform, and that's very important to me. So I think that when you're sitting down and you're looking at how do I build your brand, think about your 5 pillars of what you want people to know about you. What value do you want to bring? I like people to know me as the local market expert. I like them to know that I care about my clients. Every one of my clients is considered a VIP, no matter if you're a tenant, if you are an investor, a seller, or a buyer, you're still a VIP client to me. I also do a lot of transformation services. My husband has begged me to get out of that. That's where I help my sellers transform their home for the market. It's painting, changing out countertops, and I will become their GC. So I'm a realtor and a GC. Top-notch marketing person. I believe that marketing is the key. One of my mentors, who's a State Farm agent, told me, he was like, Raquel, you know, marketing is key. He wanted me to wrap my car. He was like, trust me, wrap your car. And I was like, no, I'm horrible with driving. I do not want my broker to call me and say, hey, somebody else has called me and say you cut them off on the road. But he has built his multi-million dollar business off of marketing, and I believe it. And then I'm also a new construction guru. I love new construction. It's my blood, sweat, and tears. My husband is a builder, and so that's something that's fun that I love. Any questions so far? All right. So this is a little bit about me. This is what you're going to see on my page. You're going to see my Just Souls, my giveaways, Raquel Lifestyles, and my client events. I love my client events. I think it's one of the best ways to touch your clients.
Hold on, can we go back?
Yeah.
Okay, I see social media, I see giveaways, I see D2D2, I see
Yep.
client events. Tell us a little bit about that. 'Cause that is important. No, just touch a little bit on
Okay.
everything as far as what do you do to maintain and increase your business organically?
Okay, perfect. So my giveaways, I do 4 top giveaways. Well, I'm sorry. I normally do giveaways once a month is what I used to do. I have shifted those giveaways now to my micro events where I meet with an intimate group of friends and we go together for something. So for example, this Friday, we're going to Game Show Houston. Has anybody heard of Game Show Houston? So much fun. I can't wait. So because it's Father's Day, I decided, I was like, let's get together with a few of our couple friends and we'll do a battle of the sexes at Game Show Houston. I don't have to fund this. They all pay for their tickets. And I just contributed to Light Bites at the event and we're gonna all hang out. It's a great way to socialize, get to see Raquel outside of her realtor hat, and we can just have some good fun. So initially when I started this system, I started with monthly giveaways. And that first month that first year that I did giveaways, I think I invested maybe totally in all of my marketing was only $4,000. I saw my GCI double from $250,000 that year to $500,000 that year off of a $4,000 investment. And I did things that my clients liked. I would ask them like, what are some gifts that you guys would like? And they were like, oh, a Tiffany necklace. So that was one of my biggest things. The David Yurman, I always say him wrong, bracelets is one of a big one. Different things. I think one of our biggest things is when we did a golf staycation for Father's Day. That was amazing. So that's just something, and I normally, like I said, plan that in advance. And when you plan them in September, what happens in November? Yep, Black Friday. So you can typically get some of the things that's on your giveaway list on Rocket sales during that time so you can have it and do your giveaways. Did I see a hand? No? Okay. My DDD2 is Keller Williams' favorite touch system. I swear by it. I literally text and make my phone calls weekly. It's my bread and butter. Last week I did not get to that, so I'm doubling up. So I'll be in the office for 2 hours on tomorrow, making my phone calls and doing my care touches. I kid you not, it works. I had a tenant that I worked with about 8 years ago. I helped her and her husband get their first rental place, and we stayed in touch. She never came to any of my events. However, 3 months ago, she was a part of my touch, and I called. She didn't answer, and I left her a sweet message. Girl, just thinking about you. Hope you and your family are doing great. Whenever you get a chance, give me a call. Would love to catch up. And her and I played phone tag. We finally caught up, and she says, I'm so happy you called me. We are now ready to buy a home, and we would love for you to walk us down that road. And they just moved into their house back in March, their first home. So that was exciting. Was I really calling to get her business? No, I was truly, genuinely just calling to say hi, and I also see why she does not come to my client events. But for her, it just never worked out. You want to know about my monthly emails too? I think it's better for me to read this way.
Well, yeah, you can just go ahead and
Okay.
touch on it because I know we have a lot to cover.
Yeah. So my monthly emails is just my newsletters. I typically give a little blurb about what's going on in the summer, a little within that month. So I always have a special little opening that I do. An intro is what I like to call it. I also give a investor nugget that's a part of my newsletter, some updates of what my coming soons are. So my newsletters are very short and sweet. I'm sorry, guys, because I also do a secondary email, which is a wealth email that I dive into different wealth hacks that can help grow their passive wealth and different other wealth opportunities. If they want to start self-directed IRAs and stuff like that for their kids, I talk about that within my wealth newsletters, and that has been a big key. We have found that mailers still work. And I thought that crap was over, where you send out those little recipe cards and all of that stuff. And it's like, oh my God, I don't want to become that. But when I just sent out some just quarterly, like, hey, thank you for your business, blah, 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 blah. And I go to my clients' homes, it's on their refrigerators, that melts my heart. So we have just found it's different ways of touching your clients differently that keeps you top of mind.
Awesome. All right, awesome. Why don't we move into did we talk about this one? A
Well,
little
no.
bit.
We
Okay,
just-
let's dive deeper into this.
Right. So every month you want to have something planned. You want your social media calendar. You can do this in advance. ChatGPT is awesome with giving you ideas. They now rolled out I think 4.5 version where they'll actually tell you what people are actually Googling about real estate in your local market so that you can put this actually on your Instagram account. One thing that I'm shifting to is talking about commercial, because I decided to dive into commercial. And so I will be incorporating that now on my social media platforms. So the biggest thing is just take a day and a half a day, and just plan out what you want to speak about. And I get more into that later. Your newsletters, I literally say create a template, and you only have to change up your coming soon and just those, and then you change up your intro. Everything else pretty much stays the same, and you can always use ChatGPT to give you some ideas if you want to incorporate wealth hacks. I typically incorporate a lot of wealth hacks from my wealth meetings that I do every Wednesday, because I'm a part of KW Wealth. Has anybody heard of the KW Wealth? Awesome. All right. Weekly emails is typically when I'm doing a client appreciation event, or if I am doing a giveaway. We have found that works, but we don't want to spam people too much because you will go to their spam folder. So we typically don't do weekly emails as much anymore because we are touching them via text message and phone calls. I do think that you need a videographer. My friend right here has a great tool that you don't have to have one. Can you show them? Because I met her at our KW event, and I was like, my videographer has that. I need it. This is the best thing that
Why don't you
can
come
invest
up and
in.
show us? Come on.
I know, girl, you didn't think you were going to be put on the spot today, but you came.
So what is this you're carrying? I thought it's a pepper spray.
It's like a gimbal, but what is it called?
The DJI,
DD?
DJI,
Oh, DJI something.
Yes.
DJI.
Yeah.
Thank you for Googling. All right, so this cute little thing will take pictures and it will also take your video and it tracks you. So you can literally set it right here on a tripod.
And they have a different tripod along.
Girl, I'm gonna let you because this thing is not cheap. I don't want to break it.
They certainly are not cheap.
Well, she caught hers on sale.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh?
Sorry, you mentioned your GPI.
I'm still a bit cheap, but you're right. I need to invest. I love this because literally you put your mic on and it tracks you everywhere you go. So if you're in a house, a model home, and you want to do content, it will literally follow you as you talk throughout the house. And the video quality is superb. So if you go to any of my recent Instagram posts, they have all been shot with this little beauty.
So can you show us, like, what do you do? They just like hold this and like,
Yes,
like,
I'm too embarrassed. So my children bought this for me for Christmas, okay? And I'm still not using it the way I should, but yes.
oh, you see yourself. It
Yeah,
has a
you
little
see.
screen, so you see yourself.
And it really it takes great pictures. It records. I mean, and you can download it onto your laptop or your iPad, CapCut or whatever, and make any
Edit the
changes,
videos.
do all your editing, but it really does a fantastic job. The volume is great. The pictures are unbelievable. And like she said, it literally tracks you wherever you are. It just follows you and it picks up pictures and does everything for you.
I
Okay,
have a question.
go ahead.
Share, I have the camera, love it. If anyone gets it, I can sit down with y'all, show you how to use it, but
We'll have a
Wait,
class
another
on
class.
it.
I
Got
won't be
it?
here for that one.
Yeah, it's a lot of features.
with this too, you can connect it with the app, so you can actually control it from your phone.
Yes.
And, fix the framing and everything, that way you don't have to walk back and forth, you can just do it from your phone. And then kind of use that as a tether also to be able to watch yourself.
Oh, and it
Thank
comes with a
you.
mic, I saw.
Yes.
Beauty filters too.
Oh.
Beauty filters.
So
Okay,
she's the
sold.
expert, guys. I didn't know about does it have the slender mode where you hit like delete 10 pounds off of me? So
Yeah, there's a lot of features.
How much does it cost?
These are starting, the lowest price I just saw was $300.
Well,
$300 is not bad. My,
That's just the camera. That's like
yeah,
$1,000.
Yeah, this one is about
everything,
800,
The whole kit is like 1,000. Like you may be able to get it for 800,
so,
but it's
mhm.
about $1,000 for everything.
So here's my thing. Would you invest $800 into yourself
Yeah.
if it yields you 50% more in GCI? Exactly. So for me, thank you so much, because my friend did not know I was gonna. put on
Thank
a-
you.
However, I would tell you, my professional photographer that I have and videographer that I have on, what is it called? I have him on retainer for monthly. He costs me about $24,000 a year, but I see a return on my investment from leads that I get and sales that I get off of my social media platforms. So I would encourage you, don't knee-jerk react to the price. Think about the investment, and that is amazing to start off with. Trust me.
Raquel, before you move on, can I do a quick vote? If the office would get one and you guys would be able to borrow it, raise your hand if that's something you would take advantage of. Okay, done. All right, thank you.
Now it's so if y'all get it, y'all better not break it.
Thank you, Raquel. All right, let's continue.
So plan annually, we've already talked about that, so we'll get on. Lastly, branding photos. I have been repurposing my photos because of some challenges we had in my family. I haven't been able to do that. I just started back And that's, but I do believe that you need to be doing at least quarterly branding shoots. And believe it or not, when I first started out, my sister took all of my photos with my iPhone, and I had great engagement. It does not have to be perfect. It just has to be strategic, planned, and consistent. All right, so beyond the basics and high impact marketing moves, I love to show you guys a few things, because the first thing that Yana said was, Raquel, how did you grow your page from 0 followers to 26,000? It did not happen overnight. It took time. So why are you looking at me like that? Oh, I thought you were giving me a face.
No,
Because he's been following me forever. So he can testify that literally, I think you were like my follower, and I had 1,500 followers only. And then I grew after 2 years to 4,500. And with the help of my amazing husband, with his, yeah, but Jason video has like 10 million views of him making fun of me of forgetting to cut off my curling iron. Yeah. Just of him stirring a coffee, like a coffee mug, got 10 million views, because he was like, oh, my wife, which is the truth. I can remember everything that happened 25 years ago to the T in a time, but I have horrible short-term memory, and I'm like, did I leave my curling iron on? Did I close the garage? So anyway, that's what started my page to growing. And that's when I saw a shift in the algorithm. So one thing I would tell you is pay attention, because actually Facebook loves my husband making funny jokes about me, but Facebook loves my boys. And Facebook loves to see our intimate action. Like one of my videos that did really, really, really good on Facebook was just us dancing and cooking in the kitchen. It's something that we normally always do when, you know, it's a Saturday, we're just having fun, and I'm cooking breakfast, and we'll put on music and we'll just start singing, and our boys are like, oh my God. And so I had this idea to a Tevin Campbell song that was very popular, and I was like, Jason, let's shoot this video. And it blew up. We had no idea it was going to blow up over Christmas. So anyway, just pay attention to your algorithm, and whatever that platform is telling you it likes, you want to strategically make sure you post something of that significance once a week, so you can continue to get people to your page. So one of the other things that Instagram really loves is my wealth post. And I'm trying to see how I do it.
Yeah, the first one.
Oh, thank you, because I was like, am I doing it right? Oh, we can't hear the volume.
The video.
There you go. Oh, right there.
And building your net worth. So let me go deeper. It's not about actually making the bed. It's about the routine that these folks have on a daily basis. They do the same thing every day. It's about the structure and the discipline that comes along with doing the same thing every day, and letting the routine run you instead of you run the routine. People that make their bed every morning are 206.8% more likely to be millionaires.
So that was one of my first wealth posts, and my manager at the time, she's been with us for over 5 years. I am a bed junkie. I truly make up my bed like this every morning, with the exception of today because it was raining and I had to get here. But typically, I love a beautiful bed. And that's one of the reasons I have to get up at 5 a.m. to make it out the door in the morning, because I like my beds. I would even make my kids' beds this way. So anyway, she was like, oh my God, Raquel, there's this cool reel, and can I get you to make this video? It took me 15 minutes, and I sent it to my husband, and I said, you need to love me, because I take 15 minutes out of my day every day to make sure you have a perfectly made bed. I get a lot of compliments. I get Macy's tagging me saying, thank you for tagging us, because I got my bedding from Macy's, and I get a lot of engagement off of that wealth post. Any questions? I see some curious eyes.
Let's look at the second one. And you mentioned that you're also growing it by sharing some posts.
Yes. Let me see if some of these. So this one was just me doing a video and resharing the audio is what it's called. That was trending at the time. Sorry. You're fine. I need to make sure I have one of those. I should. If not, we'll go to my page. Let me see.
You go back to the browser and then go back to the previous tab, the Canva tab, right before the Instagram one. That one? No, one more over. One more. No, the other way.
Other way, your
Right
other.
next to the Instagram
Yeah.
one. There you
There
There
we
we
go.
go.
Post number 2. Let's see.
All right, let's
one
look at
is,
the
guys.
second one. The audio.
Okay.
Two
this
apples.
one
Listen,
was
I'm not playing.
my famous.
Two apples, and Emily gave him 2 more. Fix your face. 2 more. How many does Jimmy have?
He has 5.
You must. If Jimmy has 2 apples, listen, I'm not playing. 2 apples, and Emily gave him 2 more. Fix your face. 2 more. How many does Jimmy have?
Coming out.
He has 5.
You must.
Okay.
If Jimmy has 2 apples, listen,
So
I'm not.
it's a funny audio tied into some good information about how you can grow a self-directed IRA for your boys. And it's something that my husband and I do for our kids. Funny tale, and we're about to do a reel. My son is turning 16 next year, and he wants a luxury car. He ain't getting it, just letting y'all know. So he came to us and he was like, hey, I want this car. And I was like, okay. And I was like, you know, he's not going to get it. Fast forward, I said, how about this? We'll get you a car. Monthly note should be around this amount. This car would have been this. And how about we invest the amount of the difference every month into a retirement fund for you? And I showed him what it would do. And I said, after it grows to this amount, you can take whatever you want out and buy that car. Was he happy with that? No, but I'm praying. I am praying. We can go to the third one. So I just wanted you to say, I don't just post these things, I do them. The next one. I think he went back to the bed. Oh, this one was a
Parents should consider buying a house for their child. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Every child that you have, purchase a house for them. Put a renter in there. Once that child becomes 18 years old, you have 2 options. You can sell that house, take the equity, pay the taxes on the equity, and pay for their college education. Or you can take that home, sell it, do a 1031 exchange, purchase a home in the college town that they're going to be living in, and then collect rent from their roommates. And then after they move out, you can sell the property. But at the end of the day, that can help you pay for living expenses and just build wealth.
Yes,
Every
that's
parent should
all.
consider buying a house
So
for their child. I've said it.
I actually took out a client. I had a client call me and she wanted to flip a house. She was like, hey, I got this money. I want to do this. And I said, well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about your goals. And I sat down with her and I said, how about you partner with a builder and build a duplex, right? And so I gave her this idea and we actually went and looked because I wanted her to envision growing her portfolio just past a flip. What does that look like if I took a piece of property, I built a duplex for dirt cheap, put long-term tenants in it or Airbnb'd one side of it. And she was like, oh my God, this is what I needed. And so during our shows, this is everything that we saw. I was like, look at this lot that's being built, or we can bust this house down. And then let's go take a look at what some other developers are doing in this area. And we ran the numbers and I partnered her with one of our builders. If you don't mind, can you go to my Instagram page that's already up? Because Deanna would like us to look at one thing that's really working for us right now. Let me come help you. Is it? Can you go? Let's see.
Where you at?
Thank you. We're right on here.
Look how clean this looks. Fabulous.
I'm sorry, guys. Let me go up. I can tell by the views. Y'all are so quiet. Okay, this is one right here, which was a reel that I did making fun of my kids. And so I'll tell you to press it in a second. One thing that Instagram really loves right now is called remixes. And I kid you not, my marketing specialist came to me about a year ago and she was like, oh my God, I think we need to post this. It was not this one, it was another one. I was like, I don't want to post funny things. I want people to see me as like the local expert. I'm polished, I'm this. And she was like, Raquel, you need to grow your page. This is what Instagram wants. So outside of the wealth, we decided to remix some things, not yet, that pertains to my life, right? So this is my kid, me listening to the plans my kids made with no money, no ride, and no permission, no nothing. Literally, it got me 6,000 views. And you can play it now. Little monkey friend. It's literally 3 seconds. You can take it off. It's literally 3 seconds. I'm not going to bore you guys. Some of them are really funny. Y'all will see me post one about Lilo and Stitch because it's my children. Even though they're 15 and 11, they fight tooth and nail. It's hilarious. And so we will be remixing that and probably rolling it out next week. So one thing, if you're like, how can I get engagement and more followers? Just scroll through Instagram and see some of this that people have already made. Some of the funny ones right now are the little babies that's imitating Michael Jackson and all these people. They're hilarious. Repost them, share them to your stories, and it's a great way to grow your page. If we can go back to the slide, I just want you guys to know that this works. I don't know if you can see this DM, but from one of my wealth posts, I got a message that said, good afternoon. I would like to set up an appointment to discuss selling my home. I am located in Katy. I can be reached at this one, blah, 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 blah. I got this. I instantly called him within 5 minutes. I had an appointment for the next day. This is the house that sold for $740,000, and I got a referral to his neighbor around the corner that we sold their house for, I think, $650,000. So off of one post, I got almost $1.6 million in volume, and I had a nice commission check off of a wealth post that I literally just took by panning while I was out with somebody else. Do y'all get it now? I kid you not, the bold law, which is it, success is simple, not easy. It's simple. It's simple. The not easy part is being consistent. All right, do y'all want to see the house or no? You don't need to see that. You want to click on Haven Hill so y'all can know that I'm not playing? All right, click on her. You can see my face. So this is one of my listings, guys, and they actually went to Atlanta. They moved to Atlanta and we still talk all of this time. That one sold, scroll down. It should tell us when it sold. Back in 2023. That's right when I started rolling out the wealth reels. We can go back and see Gladway Manor now. Has this been helpful to you guys so far? Okay. Zoom people, is this good for you? And scroll down.
I have a question for you, Raquel. Do you have a social media person that put your page together to make it so clean and crisp? I follow you also, and I love how it really is.
Thank you, Ms. Liska.
I would tell you, yes, I have a social media manager. I started out with just using and paying her $500 a month. I kid you not, most social media managers will tell you your page does not have to be clean. They just say post. Post your videos and it'll do great. That is where you have to know who you are. Because for me, I like everything clean and simple, and I like a pattern on my page. So we created this pattern, and we have a template in Canva that we use, and we repurpose and we roll it out. And every month that we plan out our social media content, we plan out what we call a grid. And it shows all of the picture posts and then all of the layered graphic posts is what we call it. Did that answer your question, my dear?
It did, but I'm polished as well, which is why I appreciate your page. But yes, thank you.
I appreciate that. Email me that so I can show that to my social media manager. You can go back to the presentation. Thank you. All right, so how can you get started, right? What to post? It's simple. Real estate. Post tips, behind the scenes, and listings. Guys, you can take anybody. I recommend not using people here in Houston in your local market, but find other realtors that are in Atlanta, New York, other places that have similar content that you like, and you can take their ideas and reshoot it yourself. Or you can shoot yourself walking to a model home with your new camera that KW Southwest. I think I may have to switch here so I can use that camera. That you could go to and just kind of shoot yourself walking, and you can layer content underneath that. Testimonials, client journeys is a good one. And it doesn't have to be yours, right? Let's say that somebody leaves a good comment on KW Southwest. You can post about your favorite brokerage. Lifestyle and personal, family and community, people love that, especially Facebook. Educate them, wealth building tips, luxury tips. You can even go to Canva or Google and say, what are the most frequently asked questions of agents or that buyers or sellers have right now, and then you can just answer them. And also progress, how-tos, inspections, contracts, showings. One thing that I'm trying to shift to is more educational, because when you are educating other realtors from outside of Houston, that is how you get referrals. And that's how a lot of our top teams have grown their pages and have grown their GCI and numbers. All right. And here's just a little roadmap. First 90 days on social. Week 1 through 2, introduce yourself and why you're in real estate. Then the next 2 weeks, you want to show local businesses and neighborhoods. That's really good. Then you want to start talking directly to your ideal client. Do I want them to be luxury? Do I want them to be first-time home buyers? And we heard at Family Reunion, first-time home buyers, we're not doing a good job with them right now. And then you want to launch your call to action. So let's connect. On my wealth post, I always say something to the effect of, drop this emoji and I'll send you information on self-directed IRAs. And I have templates already done, and I log them into my wealth newsletters every month. So I am actually using this to grow my database and also get more people engaging with me. I think. All right. I was going to show you guys the glow up, because I know that I look perfect now, even though I'm not, guys. Trust me, I'm not. They'll tell you I'm not. But I like to show how it transitioned. Can you click number 1?
I think you guys froze. I'm not sure if you can hear me or not, but the screen is
I
frozen.
think so. No?
Oh, there we go. Wi-Fi is slow.
This is my first one. I had a ton.
Hi everybody, Raquel Bell with Bell Property Group. The boys and I, Jackson and Jace, are so excited about Mother's Day. We have decided to give away 2 flower bouquets to 2 deserving mothers. We would like you guys to nominate somebody, so go to our Facebook page and in the comment section of the post, drop a name below and tell us why they're so deserving. And don't forget, don't pick yourself. And what else, Jackson? Jace? Happy Mother's Day! Happy Mother's Day, everybody!
So in all transparency, it took us about 10 times. So that's why Jackson was like, I am so over this, Mom. But it's just the reality, right? Can we go back to the presentation? Yeah, let's see the glow up video one. Guys, I don't remember what this one is. Oh, this is when I actually hired a video. Moments with Raquel. Hi, home sellers. I recommend that you tackle these 3 must-dos before hitting the market. Number 1, give your curb appeal some oomph. After all, it serves as your home buyer's first impression. All right, I'm not going to take y'all through all of that. Let's go to the next one. So this is when you saw that was a year between. The first one was in 2020. This one was in 2021. Evolution of Reels, laugh out loud. Click the link when you see the link pull up. Right there.
I'm rolling.
Okay, this is,
To reintroduce myself, my name.
so this is when everybody started doing short reels. And I have to tell y'all, I tapped into my Louisiana roots here.
Me to reintroduce myself, my name is Ho.
You can see this was back in 2022. So I was shifting as Instagram was shifting, and it was uncomfortable for me because my friends get to see this side of me. All right, we can go to the next one. We can just do family reels and behind the scenes because I don't know what time it is.
Yeah. We gotta
Okay.
slowly but surely end this. So let's look at one more.
How about we do behind the scenes?
Okay, behind the scenes.
Behind-
Behind the scenes.
Okay, this is not.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you guys so much. I hope I gave you guys a little bit of value today, guys.
Thank you so much, Raquel. Would you mind to stick around? So as our agents have questions, I know we ran through this super quickly. Would it be helpful if she would just stick around for about 15, 20 minutes? Yes, I figured that would be the case. So grab a seat, join us for lunch. Thank you very much. And I would like to welcome our fabulous lunch sponsor. Please come on up. Let's give him a big round of applause. And we have about 50 people online. So if you don't mind, just stand over here so they can see you on a camera.
Absolutely. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. My name is Carlos. I'm the new area sales manager for America's Preferred Home Warranty, where we let your home buyers choose their own contractor. All right, so which is a big deal, right? So it helps your home buyers know that there's somebody in their homes that they know and trust. We also offer free complimentary listing coverage for your sellers, okay? So yes, it is free for your sellers. Carlos, why is it free? How do I get something out of it, right? Well, it's in the hopes for your client to offer that service to that buyer. However, if they decide not to, it's still free for your seller, okay, for that listing period. We are open 24/7, 365. Very, very important. A lot of other companies, if it's a holiday, you have to wait. I always like to give the example of think of 4th of July here in Houston. It gets really hot and your HVAC goes out, right? Who wants to wait 3-4 days? No one, right? So what I say is that if you guys open up a claim on 4th of July, you have a contractor that can go into your client's home. We can actually pay that contractor right then and there if they accept a credit card payment, okay? I know everybody's hungry, but I just wanted to say a little spiel here, but I'll stay as well for like 10 minutes. I have cards and brochures. I'm the new area sales manager here, and thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate it. And our vendor partners.
Let me welcome our preferred partners. Please come on up. Well, come on, let's give her a round of applause.
Yes. I'm gonna give this over to Riley, but I want to say hi, everyone. It's so good to see everyone and everyone online. 50, that's amazing. Great.
Get in camera.
Oh yeah, get in here.
Come on.
So we have, as everyone knows, Riley. Riley is an incredible addition to our team. She brings so much color and so much strength to our. I know, right? Yes. And and then we have Lisa Rothfeld, our sales manager today.
Hello.
So excited. And then Amy Montgomery, one of our amazing escrow officers, and Callie Bandiera sorry, I almost butchered your last name. I know her very well, I swear. One of our amazing escrow assistants, processors. So I'm going to hand this over to Riley real quick because I know everyone's hungry. But good to see everyone. So many familiar faces and new ones. Brandon.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I really don't have much to say. I think Nicole covered most of it. But we are working on getting some more classes scheduled, so just keep an eye out for that. We got branding, maybe some social media, CapCut, and, we're going to plan doing the meta advertising using the data that we pulled from Remine. So if you missed the Remine class, just reach out to me. You can email me at riley.nelson@F as in Frank, N as in Nancy, F as in Frank.com, or you can shoot me a text. Come find me afterwards. I'm more than happy to give you my card and we can set up an appointment.
And just one more thing, just to reinforce that we are so proud to be a partner at Keller Williams. You have no idea how much it really means to us to be in front of you and to have access to you, and you guys have access to us. Like our friend at the beginning, we are at DR Horton, we are always around the clock. If we're not answering our phone, we're either sleeping or in a meeting near our next phone call. So because we know how hard you guys work nights and weekends. So just want to say thank you for giving us this opportunity.
You want to say anything? Are you sure? Okay. Well, we got Amy and Callie, everyone, and come say hi and let's eat.
All right, awesome. Anybody else? I think we got it all. Was this a helpful team meeting? Anybody hungry? All right, and we got a new camera out of it. So excited. We will make the announcement once we get the purchase. Thanks, Raquel. So DJ Norman, take it away for all of those you online. Thank you for joining us, but we'll see you next